it's not magic. It's just a big tool, a big hammer to use in this process of weight maintenance or body composition change.
Would you say, like, in your experience, that you're granted a little bit more slack in the realm of calories if you have more protein in that case?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think anyone who starts to switch to this health conscious way of eating and trying to really fit protein in there and their higher fiber intakes and stuff, yeah, you get a little bit more leeway. That's why people who like are super lean, you're like, oh, I see you eating all the time. It's like, yeah, but look what I'm eating.
Yeah.
You can eat a lot of it. The caloric, load, the caloric density and stuff is different. So you can actually eat quite a lot of food, but it's not going to be these high calorie foods.
Do you see any difference in the total fat loss, subcutaneous fat versus visceral fat? Like, what's the ratio like that you've seen? Or is it all sort of when fat is lost, like an equal percentage, generally measurable in such a sense, is the same with visceral?
I don't know that we can put a percentage on it at this moment. I'll tell you the way we ran that study. This was with Paul Arciero at Skidmore College, and he was the lead on that study. And the first one that I was involved with, we fed about 40% protein to our higher protein group, and the other group got about 15% protein. They also had different exercise regimens because we were comparing like the old school American Heart Association program against, at the time, which was the Body for Life program put out, by Bill Phillips, back in the day. And that program included resistance training and some high intensity running or aerobic exercise, which was like probably only 20 minutes a day. So it was like a different sort of a program. But if you look at just at the protein spread, everybody did great on both programs. But with the higher protein intake, those folks lost significantly more visceral adipose tissue and sub-Q fat. And we were, measuring this in all areas with a full body DEXA, and then we honed in on visceral adipose tissue as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think with visceral fat, it seems to be highly individual too. I think there's a lot of other factors that come in with stress and sleep deprivation, things like that on visceral fat. So it's probably hard to really equate for all of that stuff.
Yeah, and it depends how you're measuring it too. I mean, we're looking at this with DEXA. There's people who do it with MRI, which we're not doing currently. But I think it's just going to continue on this path of showing that, in this case, protein is going to be one of the things that influences that. And I tell you, it's better when you exercise with it. I would say if you're just at the lowest hanging fruit, I would increase your protein intake, but starting to add in the different types of exercise, resistance training, different modes, that's where you're going to see the biggest impact.